What's in the box? What's in the fucking box?
Hello and welcome, guys, and greetings to today's video, which is going to be another kit review. I recently have been busy accumulating some kits in my stash, which had severely been reduced and ravaged down to less than 5 unbuilt model kits, and thus I recently have had the urge and interest to buy a couple more and to add to my stash collection. And as you can see, I actually added something that is not a dragon kit. I added a Takom. Takom's Jagdpanther G2 German tank destroyer. I can currently not see the kit number. Let me move this in an attempt to see the kit number. There it is, 2118. So kit number is 2118. This box is jammed full of plastic, and I will be showing you guys what you can expect from this. This is a full interior kit, workable tracks, or not workable, but length tracks, with a jig, and I've heard that these tracks are supposed to be the best tracks on the market. I got an aftermarket barrel for this, but let me first show you the dimensions of the box. As you can see, this is massive, and as you can see, we have a full interior. We have a couple of marking options, and I'll zoom in for you, and if you want to take a picture here, feel free to do so. It does come with a very lovely detailed engine, lovely detailed fighting compartment. Let me once again zoom in here for you so you guys can see this. There you go, beautiful. This is a 2018 release, and as you can see, I got it for 56.50 €, which is a good price, considering that all of this is inside there. This is a ton of plastic. As you can see here, look at this, and count the number of sprues. I didn't do the math here, but there is a ton of stuff in here, and you even get some photo etch. Not a lot, but I don't think you need a lot of photo etch. All right, so enough of me babbling on and on about this. Let's open this box and see what we can find inside. Alright guys, the first part of this kit that we are going to review is the instruction sheet and the add-on parts. And as you can see, and as I said, I bought an aftermarket metal barrel for this kit, and I'll tell you, once we look at the plastic, why that is, or why I made the misassumption that buying a metal barrel was a necessity for this kit, because after inspection, it's just not. This is an RB models 43/3L71, which is the same gun that was used in the Jagdpanther, but yeah, never mind. And then of course some nicely threaded metal tow cable. I love these copper cables, so much better than the Dragon whatever they are made of tow cables. These you can actually manipulate so that they take on a great shape. And then of course you get the smaller one, which is the track changing cable, also copper wire, also very nicely detailed, and has a nice thread to it. No, it doesn't necessarily focus. There you go, there you can see my hairy arm and the copper wire. Alright, next up, of course, like I said, we have the engine deck grills and some miscellaneous parts here, which I don't know what they are for. I don't think you need more than this. If a Panther or Tiger kit came with these, they would all be fine, I think, because these are necessity. You cannot build it without them. Alright, next up, some decal sheets, 2 of them to be precise. One small one, this one. These are the exterior decals. I'm not sure. The film seems to be quite thick, and you can actually see it. Without me zooming in too much, you can see how thick they are. Look at this. So, I'm not 100% sure if these are going to go down well. The crosses seem to be a little off-center as well. So this is, not 100% sure if I'm happy with these. Alright, so let's zoom out here again. Put them back in the protective plastic bag because we don't want to ruin them, even though, like I said, I'm not 100% sure that they are up to snuff with cartograph decals, for example. And then finally we have this decal sheet here, which has the this is for the ammunition. This is probably also for the ammunition, and we have the dials for the driver's position here. Probably this is for the fire extinguisher. So also a nice touch that they give you this if they provide you with an interior, so you don't have to get aftermarket, maybe Archer transfers or something like that. So great value, great ad. So I need to zoom out so we can look at this in its all of its glory. There's some write-up, and I will try to zoom in as much as I can so you guys can probably, no, I don't think you can take a picture of what it says there, but it's some neat write-up in German, in English, no German, no Spanish, no nothing, only English. But I think it's sufficient. And then we have some read before assembly cautionary information, how to do stuff. I love these drawings, like a 5-year-old made them. They're great. Finish using file, destroy your piece. Yeah, sure. Gotta get accustomed to these because Dragon does this differently. Then we have the color callouts, profiles by Mick Jimenez. So yeah, I think he is he has some sort of cooperation with Takom. So yeah, but I have no problem with Mick's work. So. And then look at the sprue map. Like I'm trying to zoom in here so you guys can see how many parts there are. Look at this, and how detailed this is. You have all the numbers called out. Like it's so many parts. It's ridiculous. All right. Next up, we start the assembly, and we start, of course, with the full interior. And I'm not gonna go through this all. I'm just gonna show you guys how detailed the cat drawings are of this interior buildup, and you can see for yourself how impressive this is, and how impressive this instruction booklet. This is a proper booklet, is compared to like the paper instructions that you get in Tamiya kits and Dragon kits. It's just so much better. It's just so much more detailed. I love the detailing that they have done for this, and like all of the like minute little things, like seats in folded up position, seats in folded down position. This is just great. If you want to add figures, I think, like I said, there is a figure set from Stalingrad Miniatures for a King Tiger interior, which should probably not be too bad for this as well, because they had the same number of crewmen. They had driver, radio operator, gunner, loader, and commander, so it should fit. Maybe there's some like minute manipulating you have to do, but might be worth a try. And then, like I said, we have the jig for the tracks, which are length and length, so this is obviously cool. You have these parts, and I'll show you later when we look at the parts. that you can just like stick on there, glue them down, and then just take them off the sprue, clean them up, and be done. So it's not as tedious as it might look. We start with the road wheels once we turn our attention to the exterior, of course. And I love the fact that you can just do this, and of course I will just glue it on one side so I can take off the tracks, which definitely is important. Maybe I'll just not glue this part down and just have these two halves, right? And just paint it like this and then glue this in there once I put the tracks on. And the engine, and I've heard about this engine, and for me, this engine, if you're not opening the hatches, is way too nice to not be portrayed. So you could just leave it outside the vehicle and build this on the side and just have it sit next to your vehicle, and you're like, look, this is the engine. Or just turn it into, I don't know, the vignette itself of the engine sitting in a factory or something. Ammo racks being installed. I'm already taking way too long on the interior here and on the instruction booklet. And putting on the sides here, the fenders. Building up the shape of the Jagdpanther. Back plate, and you have so many different options. Like you have the option with the earlier flame, what are they called? Flammenvernichter, the German word, and then like the later ones. So you also have alternatives there, which is great, and I love it. And the fact that you even have interior detail on all of the plates is also just amazes me. Then we put on the spare track clings, and we're almost there because we're now already on the exterior, and there's not that much exterior work on the Jagdpanther. Gun assembly. This looks like a very, very detailed and very intricate gun assembly here. And then, like I said, I thought there was a two-piece gun barrel in here. It's not. It's a one-piece gun barrel. So I was totally caught off guard, and like I bought the metal gun barrel, and I was like, oh wait, this has a one-piece gun barrel? I didn't need this? Ah, crap. Although I don't mind having a spare gun barrel for King Tiger lying around, because I built King Tigers, Jagdpanthers, the like, frequently. And then once this, okay, this is one piece, like one thing that this kit probably lacks in. These are one piece assemblies, so you can, like, you have to do some surgery if you want to like have individual ones missing. So this is a bit of a shame. Let me zoom in here. The beautiful color profiles made by Mick Jimenez. As you can see, we have Zweite Abteilung Panzerlehrregiment 130 Germany, same here. So they did their research, so it's not an unidentified unit, which is great. Kampfgeschwader Viking, Hannover, Germany, Spring 1945. And here this is Schwere Panzerjägerabteilung 655, Meppen, Germany, May 1945. So they did their research. It's not the, let's guess what it is, that other companies usually do. Again, Meppen. This is nice. I really dig this. This looks like something that I might try, or this one, to be honest, or this one. And then we have one last final interior painting guide. Let me zoom out again so you can see everything. They tell you where to put the decals, how to paint the engine, how to paint the rest of the interior. And this is the other side. And then we're basically done. And there we have a QR code. If you want to scan this, there you go, scan this. And then we have another silhouette shot of a kit drawing of our Jagdpanther. So this took me 11 minutes just to talk to you about the instructions and the goodies. I don't want to know how long it's going to take me to talk to you about the plastic, but we will be talking about the plastic in just a second, so let me set everything up and I'll be right back. Alright boys, let me zoom in for you here. I told you that there are jigs for the track assembly, and these are the jigs. I have to figure out how those work exactly. I think you can stick them to the side of the model, then put the tracks on here, and then take them off with the fully assembled tracks. I guess this is how this works, but I will have to figure this out. I never worked with jigs like this before, so it's gotta be something new for me, which is not too bad, I guess. So, without further ado, as you can see, we have a hull, an upper hull, and I'll try to zoom in here so you guys can see the texture. There's some really nice rolled steel texture all around this model, and it's really great. And as you can see here, we have the weld detail down there. Also, very nice. Not as deep probably as Dragons, but overall, like, very nice flame welds. And then of course, and I have to zoom out so you can see this. Since it's transported like this, there's a bit of warpage in here. But once you put this on the tank itself, I don't think this is going to be a problem at all. So yeah, other than like one small bent mark in here, which I think just happened because something kind of like pushed this like this for a short period of time, perfectly fine. All right, let's continue. For some weird reason, this way you can read the number and the letter. So this is J5. This contains sprockets. Two different sorts of sprockets, as you can see. Although, no, exterior and interior. What am I talking? So those are our sprockets, and they look nice. They look really good. Like 4 parts per sprocket. 5. No, wait, 2, 4, yeah, 5 parts per sprocket. I'm confused. I had a hard day at work, so bear with me. And again, very beautiful detail. And I will be zooming in on some of the sprues, but not all of them. Just so you guys can like see the detail. Here we have like parts of the gun barrel, and like I said, one-piece gun barrel, hollow muzzle. Shame on me. Like, there you go. See. Hollow gun barrel. I was way too overzealous there. Oh, look at this. Look at the beautiful texture. Beautiful texture on this mantlet. You can see the rolled steel texture there, like, really well. This is top drawer work here. Look at this. This is beautiful. Or the detailing on this part, also very well done. I have decided for myself that I will be doing the plastic in 2 parts, so don't worry if there's a cut in the middle. We will be continuing to look at the plastic. It's just so many sprues that I have to keep like some sort of order on my bench. This is the inside of the lower hull plates where the running gear assembles. Look at the detail on there. Same here. Like, you have the hydraulic lines here going down there. The outside, also beautiful detail. I can't fault this. Same here. Look at the detailing here. Look at all the stuff you get, and all the stuff that you can highlight and accentuate with washes on the interior, if you even want to go as far as to like super detail the interior, or like want to portray your model in an open state. And then we have the next sprue. Again, let me zoom out. The end sprue. Some more detail. Let me show you the detail here on the radio. Look at this. Look at all the small little knobs and everything you get there. This is just high level. The pad here for your head when you put on the machine gun, and again the texture here. Look at the beautiful texture. This is really great. Same here with the diamond plating on this part, the anti-slip plating. This is just top drawer work here. The plastic quality is just top drawer work. I cannot say anything but top drawer. Next up, we have the V3 sprue. Again, some parts that I probably cannot even name where they go because this is so detailed. These are parts for the ammo rack, that's for sure. The ball mount machine gun. And again, what a surprise. Beautiful, beautiful rolled steel texture. Fire extinguisher. Parts for the air ventilation here. This also has a very, very interesting texture, but I cannot say what it is. This might be like fire protective surface texture. I don't know. This is interesting. I have no clue. Maybe if one of you knows what this actually is, tell me in the comments section, please. Then we have this sprue E2, which has one of the machine guns, and this is a bit sad here. As you can see, there's a part sitting in front of the muzzle brake. Oops, what the hell happened here? In front of our machine gun muzzle, which basically means we have to drill this out. And other than that, again, detail is stunning. Out of this world stunning. By the way, let me tell you whether or not I should use a white background instead of my green cutting mat underneath the parts. Maybe that allows you to see these better, so that for my next review or my next videos I know better. Final drive housing, insanely well done. Jack, also beautiful. Even the towing eyelets here are great. The tools have some of the finest. Oh my god, look at these wire cutters. How lovely filigree they are. This is some top drawer work here from Takom. And then another sprue, this time with some fuel lines here. The Flammenvernichter, air intake and ventilation, and some more parts for the engine deck. So yeah, this is the first half of the sprues. I'll be back after a couple pictures with the second half of the sprues. Alright, back for part 2 of the plastic. And one thing that I wanted to mention before I forget, that you probably did not see in the review, is the fact that they use resealable plastic bags for their sprues, which is also a very cool thing, so you can like really store them securely again after you're done taking out your parts, which you probably never do normally. And as you can see, again, beautiful, beautiful levels of detail, very crisp. There are some ejector pin marks, but they are to be expected, even with as crisply molded plastic as this. Look at this. This is the top of the fighting compartment, like the roof, the interior. Look at the small, like, electricity condiments. They look really decent, really nice. And then, of course, the exterior here, also, like, beautifully done. All right, let me put this in the box again. All right, and then we continue with the next piece of plastic, and this is like plastic Christmas. So many great parts, and again, some beautiful, beautiful metal plating here, diamond plating, more ammo racks. This looks to me like it's part of the running gear, like the suspension system in the lower hull. Drivetrain here. Overall, like scissors binocular right here. There you go, scissors binocular. Very nice. Overall, I'm very, very much impressed by what I've seen so far, and I can understand why a lot of people have always told me to buy something but a Dragon kit. I see now. I see now. Okay, these are the the fenders, the added Schützen on the side. And like I said, they're one piece and they're overlapping, which will make it very hard to separate them, which is a shame. But I guess this had to have had some downside, and you can probably still just replace it with aftermarket storage bins. Again, look at the nice clamps there, very beautiful. They will take a wash very, very nicely. I'm just very much impressed, and I guess you can tell from the way I talk about this kit that I'm very much impressed by this. Ammo, I'm not gonna go over like every small little piece of these 88mm shells. Yeah, they will go in the ammo racks. Like a lot. Yay, painting all of them up. It's going to be fun. More small, crisply molded detail. Like I said, I'm not gonna like zoom in on every piece, just pieces where I'm like, oh my god, you have to see this. Miscellaneous parts, and now here comes the engine, and I think those were miscellaneous parts for the engine. We have the fuel tanks right here, and up there we have parts for our engine. 2 pods there. Just everything looks so well engineered, so well molded. Like, of course they are still profiting from the fact that they're using new molds. I'm sorry, the camera moved a bit here because I'm still like using a very improvised way of filming this. More parts for the engine here, like the engine block, air intake, interior. Like, I don't know where this goes, probably somewhere in the middle of the vehicle, separating stuff. Oops, don't break the parts off of the sprue, Hendrik. This would not be a good idea. Again, parts for the drivetrain here. Alright, there are parts that I have to show you up in detail. Look at this. Look at this. This is insane. Holy macaroni. Holy macaroni. Or this part right here. Look at this. Very nice. Look at the detail here. I think this is an air filter. Look at this. Great. Just stunning. Just stunning work, I have to say. Kudos, Takom. You are blowing my mind. Now, this is what I'm talking about. There's the engine. Look at this. Look at this. Look at all this. Yes, this basically is the engine, this entire sprue here. And like I said before, and like a lot of people have told me, this basically is a kit in itself. Yeah. And if you do not, like, I don't know, use it properly, it's just going to be a waste. Tools, and let me show you the tool clamps. The tool clamps, for one, look very interesting. There you go. If these were hollow, those would be perfect. But you can just hollow them out and make them perfect. They look so nice. They are so nicely done. Once again, kudos, Takom. I can see why you are being a serious contender for Dragon on the market. We are almost done, guys. We're almost done. Road wheels. And again, let me show you here how detailed they are. And yes, they even have the Continental name on there. They are beautiful. Look at this. Wow. I wonder what they used for computer rendering these molds. We have 2 of these, of course. And then we have 2 of this as well. This is the D sprue. This contains, again, parts for a different sprocket. And I'm not sure which one we are actually going to use. The suspension arming, the swing arms, and miscellaneous bits and pieces like towing eyelets and stuff that I cannot identify. Alright, and now, last but not least, I know that all of you have been waiting for the last part, and I haven't taken them out of the sprue bag yet, and I will do this right now. I wanted to not like take too much stuff out of their sprue bag, and I didn't want to annoy you guys with too much of this noise. The tracks. Let's now focus on the tracks. these are the guide horns, and I told you that they had come up with a very, very intelligent way of doing them. For the longer parts, the guide horns are attached to these things. You cut them off of the sprue right here, and you stick them onto your track run. And then you just cut off every little track link one by one after you have attached them to the track. And let me show you the track so you know what I'm talking about. These are the tracks, and as you can see, they perfectly line up here. You put them on there, and away you go. And look at the detail of the track. Yeah, I cannot say anything negative about this. No sink marks. Cleanup is on the outside. Perfect. Way you can just clean them up much easier than when you attach them there. And I've seen this happen. They attached them there, which was horrendous. I cannot even see sink marks here or injector pin marks, so these are beautiful. Yeah, and that's it for the parts. See you in a second for the final verdict. Alright, it's time for the final verdict. And this verdict is one of the easiest verdicts that I've come up with in my time doing reviews and talking about kits and using my scale of 1 to 10. This is a 10. As easy as it gets, this is a 10. The only downside are the side skirts. Other than that, this kit is just beautiful and perfect from what I can see in the plastic, the instructions, everything you get. Of course, after I built this, I will come back in a separate video and talk to you about whether or not all of the bling actually turns out to a proper model. So yes, so far, this is probably one of, if not the best kit that I've done a review on. This is insane. I will definitely give Takom another look. I will definitely buy another Takom kit, and yeah, I'm sold now. This is stunning. I'm highly impressed. I've seldomly seen this crisp detail. Yeah. Right now, I would rather buy this than a Takom Jagdpanther. And that says a lot for me, being one of the biggest dragon nerds out there. So, I hope you guys found this review helpful, and I hope you guys liked this review. If you want to see a second review of this kit, I know that Seb Dutch Modeling has done one on his channel a while back, so if you want to go there and see a second review, if you're still not sure if you want to buy this, go and watch his review, but I'm pretty sure that he is just as impressed as I was. So thank you guys for sticking with me for the last, I think, almost 40 minutes. This is Hot Modeling. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. And the force is with you guys. Bye for now.